Hey everyone, this is Nitro. It's now day 69 on the San Diablo alt account, and this account has gotten a very dramatic power increase since it has hit level 60. So I'm actually on the verge of reaching level 61. I think I need like 2 experience to do so, but I'm just gonna hold off till later on when I need to grind some events. So because I hit level 60, it's unlocked a lot of new events and so on, and in addition, with the Lunar War event, I've been able to farm up quite a few Chris shards and some decent resources, SSR gear, stuff like that. One of the nice things about hitting level 60 is that I can now actually start clearing the level 70 farming battles. So I can have my main account help it farm events, which is going to conserve stamina quite a bit. Kind of important because my burger count has actually been dropping rapidly. I think when I restarted this account last month, I had 100 burgers. I'm now down to 31. And I could very quickly go through those burgers if I decide to work through the time rifts. It's just I haven't had time to do so. So in terms of clearing time rift and world map chapters, this account has stalled as a result because I'm just really busy right now. I have been mostly keeping up with the Secret Realm dailies, and that's pretty much it. So as a result, in terms of clearing like Aniki, for example, I actually have access to all the level 70 Anikis. I cleared the level 65 versions. The only ones that I don't have access to is Rocky, where Rocky I am stuck at level 60 right now, so I don't have level 65 cleared yet. And I also actually have Valen level 70 done. So bonding realm-wise, the battles are mostly a joke now because Lolijess and Youngjess have such extreme range. I can basically kill targets outside of their range and I don't trigger the enemies. That's why I haven't really shown these videos. And in terms of bonding up with the primary characters, I mean, Freya is basically maxed out, except I don't have the Hearto. But her attack stat doesn't particularly matter in the first place. Lolijess has her max attack stat, and I'm looking at upgrading her Heart Bond. Juggler is the one that's probably really far behind right now. He's very likely to be my next project after Lolijess. But in terms of using the Bursting Heart keys, I think he's one of my primary focuses right now, because I just use him so frequently. Bozel is probably the other project where I would want to finish up just the honor, the toughness, and heart bond to maximize his magic defense. This strength bond doesn't matter unless you really want the increased skill. Cherie, she is definitely a work in progress as well, but lower priority than the others because she's not one of my primary utility characters. Elwyn, of course, is lacking Liana to unlock his damage bond, and young Jessica is in the same kind of situation, lacking Liana for the intelligence increasing bond. So that's mostly the status of the characters. And I do use Jessica, but I don't use her enough to want to commit the resources into her at this time. Yes, I could unlock Egbert's Gate of Fate 5 and then get her strength bond, but if I'm not going to upgrade it, why bother right now? So, oh yeah, and last but not least is Tieres. Tieres is lacking both characters, Geralt and Layla, as well as the Hearto, so can't do either one. But overall, these characters have been working out great for me. I am at the point where I'm going to start looking at upgrading new characters, and the next generation of characters that I'm going to farm is probably going to end up being Lolijess, maybe young Jessica to 4 stars, and then the third hero will be the question. Most likely, I'm looking at Yulia for the third hero, because Yulia just has great utility for challenges. One other thing that I didn't mention is I have done some additional draws, and unfortunately I wasn't recording those draws. So in terms of hero drawing, where is it shown? The number of draws I have now is 1093. You can see the exact results of the draws so far in Google sheet that I will link in the video description. But basically, with those additional draws, I decided to attempt to get Wet Ham. I got 2 off banners, hence the 20 shards of Wet Ham. And the 2 off banners were... It was Transcender for one of them. And the other off banner was Lana. So I have a lot of Dark Heroes now, actually. Right. I've added Lana to this. Added Transcender, you know. Have Bozo, Zerida, Omega, and Altair Muller. Surprisingly high number of Dark Heroes. So, and then Reincarnation is also fairly strong, really. There's Ares, there's Hilda, which is both of the faction buffers, and there's Lollygess. So if I can get like Florentia or something, and Lucretia, I would really have a Reincarnation team. But we'll see. I was hoping to get Lucretia, of course, failed. You know, Florentia may be a goal to aim for in the future, but then there's also Rosensteel that I want. Oh, and finally, in terms of the Empire characters, you know, if I were to end up playing Empire for physical damage, I would want Bernhard and Leon. But once again, all of this is limited by the fact, like, how many heroes can you grind at once, right? So that's more or less my current status. Right now, I'm focusing more on a intelligent space, magic damage party, hence why it's going to be Light of Genesis, Young Jessica, and it may very well be Yulia as the last character. So that's more or less the current status for the characters that I'm building, right? Magic damage, get the full magic damage team fully upgraded. After that, look into maybe the physical damage team, which would have Elwyn, maybe Matthew, and that's also, side note, why I'm looking at trying to get Wet Ham. Because Matthew would come at 6 stars, Elwyn would be 6 stars, and now we just want one more protagonist DPS, which I was looking at Wet Ham. Of course, I could build Ares and so on, but Wet Ham just seems more fun. That's pretty much it. And so that's more or less the current status of the characters. So since this is a Monday, I can go into the floating city and do a lot of new purchases here from the Sissy White's trading post. You can see my Sissy White trading post is already level 6, and I can actually start upgrading the town hall right now to level 14. So I'm going to begin that upgrade. Just barely got enough resources to do so. So that just happened. So yeah, even with this account, I'm already on the verge of getting it to a really high level on this floating realm. Like at the very least, I can buy everything in the trading post already. All of it is already unlocked. So in terms of purchases, I've been just picking up breathing chance for sure. Yeah, I mean, I don't even have a lot of these battles unlocked, so I should buy these every day to keep upgrading my characters. This kind of stuff, I don't even know what I'm using yet. So I'm just kind of stocking up on it as I go, because you can't really use this stuff until you hit level 70, and I'm at 61 right now. So yeah. Just picking up everything from this store. That's more or less the name of the game right now. Oh, so the first 2 are at 24, let's buy the next 2 items. And then the Anarchy materials is probably the most crucial one that I need to figure out. So we'll hold off on that for now. Same with the source materials too. So these elements are the ones that I'm going to wait on, because I'm not sure which ones I need yet. So 18, let's buy the second one. And same, yeah, so that's more Anarchy materials. And enchant scrolls wise, it's pretty easy. I'm just purely stocking up on Breeze right now. And I might as well pick up the hammers too, for equipment upgrading. The Monday logins have gotten longer, that's for sure. So, now let's take a look. So bonding wise, I'm currently looking at finishing Lollyjess's Heart Bond. So let's upgrade that. I need some Spirits of Divinity, so let's buy that right now. So priority is to upgrade Lollyjess to max right now. So I need the Spirit of Divinity here. Go back and see, do another upgrade level and see what she needs next. Okay. I need a bunch of Wings of Origin for the next one. So go back to the Floating Realm, Trading Post, Wings of Origin, which is this one. Okay, that will add another level. So Lollyjess is getting closer to getting the all stats plus 5%. Now I'm going to need to buy 1 Sand of Divinity and, or sorry, 2 Sands of Divinity and I think 2 Sands of Origin. So back out, Trading Posts, 2 Sands of Divinity, and did I say 1 or 2 Sands of Origin? Let's double check. I'm guessing I need 2. Yes. All right. So that's a little, I think that uses up all the resources here for this week. But it does raise Lollyjess's Heart Bond to level 9. So I guess in 3 weeks, I'll have enough Cores of Supremacy. Because I'm only getting a few of them every week. I could also buy the feathers from the guild store, so that's not an issue. It's the Cores of Supremacy that's preventing me from upgrading her further. Now, taking a quick look. I should also mention Dimensional Expedition. I was able to have my main account carry it through to farm enough to buy everything here. So I only have 205 expedition medals left. I even bought SP Freya's Heart of Desire. Right? So that's why there's only Hinds and Narms right now. The 205 will have to probably be put to Bond Elves, maybe. Or I might just carry it into the next Dimensional Expedition when it runs. Because I don't need the Agon on the Mountains. I don't really need the Magic Ooze. It's just looking at the Bond Elves, if I were to purchase something. But Bond Elves, the thing is, I can get them right from the floating city now. So spending the expedition medals on it is not particularly a must. So, and then guild store wise, guild medals is super capped all the time. I'm finding I'm actually very limited by the level 35 class materials in terms of upgrading characters. So that was an interesting thing to see. Because you need 4 of them to upgrade a character up. Right? So I will use a little bit of it on Leticia though. Because I need to unlock sprints on her. So that when I do something like joint battles, I could actually bring her. So there we go. She has access to what she needs now. And the other materials that I have, I think I got Tiara's up to double class mastery very recently. So she's now unicorn. She's no longer in her holy class. She's switched to unicorn master for more intelligence. And with the double class mastery, I was able to enchant up here for some int increases. So her intelligence is steadily increasing. I also gave her a holy ring to level 50 to replace her old angel's feather. So there's the blessing staff that needs replacing. I do have Goddess Left Hand that will eventually replace it, but it's not a priority. Like, I'm going to slowly wait to get 4 of them. I don't plan to use any epic martial spirits on upgrading this. So when she gets it is when she gets it, more or less. So let's head to the store and take a look at what goodies there are here. So I'm going to gamble for more weapons, first of all. See? Look, there's another goddess left hand, just like that. But overall, nothing good. I'll gamble for the armors, another shimmering battle suit, Azure Legend, and a nebulous robe. Not bad for the nebulous. And let's gamble the headgears as well. Twilight helmet, Frostfire crown, King's crown. Okay, so 2 items were good out of these 9. No complaints there. Or I should maybe say 3. So if I had kept a lot of my older equipment as a side note, I would actually have enough to build, like, let's say a level 40 shimmering battlesuit right now, because I had 2 of them in the past. Just didn't want to keep them. I had a few Frostfire crowns in the past too. Just once again didn't want to keep it. So it's like if I decide to keep this instead of turning it back into ore, there's a lot of possibilities in terms of gear. Just wanted to mention that. I might just hold on to the Azure Legend for now. Alver Staff, definitely not. Bloody Melody, definitely not. I already have an Extreme Magic Bow. And the Twilight Helmets, I'll keep an eye on, I think. I need to check what level my current one is. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I have an extra one, that's why. So if I scroll down to Twilight Helmets, yeah, see there's one. So level 20, level 30, level 40, level 50. So I can break down this Twilight Helmet. I don't plan to build 2 of them. And looking at it, getting the second King's Crown means the Twilight Helmet is even more questionable. It's the same reason I have these 4 Eneas helmets. I keep hoping I'll get the Fury of Tyr helmet so that I don't have to build this up. The issue is not having the gear built. The issue is having enchant scrolls to make them useful. What I'm seeing is I do have enough of these equipments to build things up. I just don't have the enchant scrolls to get top tier rolls, right? Like this is 24 int. You know, 24 int, if you convert into percentage, you know, right now, because she only has 290 intelligence, so percentage-wise, that's quite high. Divide by 3, that would be an 8% int enchant. But you can have a maximum of 15% int. So it's not just building up the gear, it's ensuring you have top tier enchant rolls on the gear, which is the huge limiting factor on equipment. In the meantime though, I can upgrade this to at least level 30. And I'm going to try to enchant it. Do I have any crystal enchants? I have 7 of them. So let's roll them. Right, so that's 7% right there. Yeah, we can do it. I also have 4 of these SSR ones, but I'd rather hold the SSRs for other for like the armors and so on. Like this. Because on the armors, you're going to want int percentage as well as int increase. So that's why if you need 2 stats rather than just 1, it's better to save the SSR scrolls for it, in my opinion. Right? Nope. Nope. Oh, if this was intelligence, this would be good. Right? But the attack is of no use to my healers. So, unfortunately, this is garbage. Again! 12% hit points and 4% attack. Oh my goodness. This is like one of those... This is a really, really good roll for any physical damage dealer. But this is not a physical damage equipment. Nor is this enchant for physical damage. You know? So... Saw some good rolls and I can't even keep them just now. And for Breeze enchant, you know, I mean, like this one's perfect. There's 5% int and 9% hit points. This one I'm keeping for now, despite it giving attack, because it's giving more than 50% hit points. It's kept Lolly just alive through a bunch of battles. despite her previously having like level 30 Tenuous Robe and level 30 Glory of the World or whatever. So that's why I haven't replaced that one yet. I also got a second Tenuous Robe. So, yeah. And then of course there's the new armor that I just picked up. This Nebulous Robe. That also needs to be upgraded and used, most likely. So let's use the SSR enchants on this. I'm looking for, once again, intelligence and magic defense. It's not hit points, I'll keep it. 4% int is pretty darn good. And that can replace the goddess dress that's currently on this Jessica. So she has more intelligence this way. So you can see it's like I have a whole bunch of armors now for my healers. The goddess dress might end up going just on Yulia once I change her to her holy class. Right now she's infantry, so she can't use holy class equipment, but when she changes classes, she definitely can. So I can maybe get rid of this alchemy robe, or alchemist robe, right? And temporarily equip this. So slowly I'm already transitioning to SSR gear, instead of continuing to use the SR stuff. The advancement on this account has been so rapid that I've had very little reason to build SR gear. Unlike on my original account, where advancement was much slower. So let's just break up all of that, because I don't plan to ever build one of those alchemist robes. And get some resources back. And go back to the store temporarily. Maybe buy the last set of freeze enchants and start getting resources to buy this. The only question now is, do I start buying gift packs for the SSR enchants or not? Because as I mentioned, I'm starting to hit the level where getting gear enchant scrolls is the issue. So we'll see. I might end up switching to buying this while just continuing to gamble. Right? Avoid buying epic martial spirits perhaps, but we'll see. It's iffy. I'm not entirely sure just how much resources I get with... I haven't played a free-to-play account for so long that I'm not sure how much Oracle ore you have to play around with resources like that. So I did not get another Inasis armor, so I can't upgrade this. And yeah, so we can see Elwyn has pretty much a full SSR set. Lolly just pretty much has a full SSR set, with the exception of the Glory of the World. You know, Freya needs another... This is not even her best armor. Okay, she actually needs to change armors, which I'm hoping to get a mirror armor for her here, and then the amulet needs to be replaced, ideally with something like a swordsmith medal or something like that, but wait and see for now. Not in the rush to replace her amulet at this time. Lolly Jess has pretty much what I want her to have, a meditation ring that needs a higher int enchant if possible, and then a blue moon. So the Sage's Hat is fine. Nebulous Robe can slowly level up. In the first place, young Jessica should never get attacked with her 5 range. Juggler is probably the iffy one, needing armor and helmet and so on, but we'll see on him. Right? I actually like what the horror helmet has been doing, the chance of reducing enemy defense. So I don't particularly want to replace it with Aeneas' helmet. And Bozel, if I get more Soul Stealer headdresses, I'll upgrade this. You know, that's more or less it. And then the Emerald Robe, I'm considering just waiting until he gets his exclusive. We'll see. The only thing is the Galaxy Staff that can be replaced. And then Jessica, well, if I get more Blue Moons, I'll upgrade it. You know, Sharon, I'm not sure what to do with right now. Truth Pendant, she's just holding on to. And Tiaras, I already covered. And Liffany has kind of the extra set. I'll build up a drop near to get duplicates of it. Yeah, basically she's building all the gear she has, like the extra equipment, that will slowly get leveled up as I get duplicates. And right, I just got another King's Crown. So maybe I'll just throw this King's Crown onto Omega instead of the Twilight Helmet, level it up, and give it a few breeze enchants. If I had gotten the 4%, you know, that earlier roll on this one. And now I get max int roll on Omega's gear. Go figure. This is literally completely max int. 5% here and nearly max there. That is so rage-inducing. Like, come on. Really? I mean, the only reason to keep this is if I somehow give it to like Kaeura in the future, but good luck getting Kaeura, you know, on an alt account like this. That, you know, like an int-based assassin. I don't know. So iffy. Oh, there we go. 4% attack, 10% hit points. Very good roll there. Side note, I also got a second Insidious Pendant. And I'm just holding on to that because I don't know if I want to build up another one or not. So you can see I am starting in a situation where I do maybe kind of want to start getting Epic Martial Spirits as well. Right, to upgrade these additional sets of gear. Because I don't think I'm going to get duplicate Extreme Magic Bows. You know? And if I have two King's Crowns I want to build, one on Shuri and one on Omega, you know, they both may need Epic Martial Spirits. So there's a lot of things. There's a bunch of gear that I can slowly build up, but then there's also the other sets of gear that will need Epic Martial Spirits. Right. So we'll see how that goes. It's kind of a I need more Oracolum ore in all senses. Okay, so that is a coverage of the current status of this account. It's good. It's moving very smoothly. At the very least, I've been able to clear all the content I want. So maybe I'll just try out the Valkyrie battle of today at level 60. And this particular... Oh, I remember why I didn't try this out. Because I have to change Light of Genesis to... Light of Genesis, holy class characters don't do any damage to Valkyrie. Unless you make them mage class. And I can't do that right now. Because I don't have a second staff leveled up. What I mean by that is Light of Genesis is using Queen's Scepter that only holy class can equip. So I don't have a second mage class level 50 weapon right now, and that's why I haven't done that fight. If I had a second mage, like if this was level 50, this Blue Moon, I would give it a try. But right now, Lollyjess is doing 0 damage. I'm just eyeing this because... Is there anything I can do? Yeah. So unless I get lots of duplicate Blue Moons, or waste a whole bunch of Epic Martial Spirits to level up a Blue Moon, which is not what I want to do, I'm stuck on this Valkyrie fight. I mean, let's take a look. Right. What alternatives do I have? Give Young Jess a much weaker weapon. Let's try it. Okay, yeah. Let's give it a shot. No, it's not worth it. It really isn't. Because Young Jess at least can attack much more consistently than Lollyjess, who has to move down and then back up. Well, let's just try this battle and see how it goes. How about that? I will change Elwyn to bring heavy infantry for this fight. And I'll change Juggler to bring Hellhounds for this fight. And I already know she's not going to do much damage, but I'm not sure what the attack order of the characters is. So let's have her just bring 2 attack skills like this, and this should be good. And let's have young Jessica attack. I don't know, whatever. My cycle is Freya. Right now it's showing Freya, Elwyn, Juggler. So he should end up in the cavalry class, is the problem. Can I change that cycle? Ideally, Juggler attacks earlier. That's the whole thing. Like if Juggler is the first to attack, that relies on Juggler having more hit points. But we can try it. What if I have Juggler fight first? If Juggler fights first, then Elwyn, then Freya, then I use a free strike attack, something like this. This would be the ideal cycle because Juggler debuffs with Battlecry and debuffs with Hellhounds. So let's give this a try and see if it works out or not. Let's see. What if Elwyn just strikes on turn 1, and then Juggler, and then Freya will just activate Lv60. Let's have Young Jess, Divine Bestowment. Lolly Jess moves to her safe point. And Juggler Faction Buff Soup. So see what happens. Oh no, he's dead to AoE. Yeah. So far the only one that has been able to survive on turn 1 has been Freya. Which is why my cycle is all screwed up. But let's give it a try. You know, I got a bit more damage increase recently. It can be attempted. It's just that instead of bringing these skills, I will end up bringing maybe the Lightning Strike, right? Because Juggler attacks last rather than first. So it'll be Freya, Elwyn, Juggler, right? Then Lolly Jess and Young Jess. Here we go. So Juggler moves over in faction buffs. Lolly Jess gets to that tile. Young Jess gets into that tile. Freya goes in melee strikes. And Elwyn moves in faction buffs. So the reason it works for Freya is her soldiers are still alive. Quite a few of them. So they'll tank multiple hits. In fact, they tank all the hits from Valkyrie. So no damage goes into her at all. So she just takes the AoE. Whereas Elwyn, all the soldiers died when attacking. And then afterwards, he took too much damage. So that's... I guess that's an issue with my training ground. Ultimately. And what we're seeing here is... Let's see. Lolly just does 6,000 damage, and that's all because of the 90% damage reduction to holy class characters.
どうかしましたか？
Now what I want to do is send her to safety. Have
女神の名において
Young just attack first. Then have Freya convert it to Lancer class. And then the last two move back into their positions. Keeping the class change cycle is probably going to lead to even more damage, but I don't have two other infantry, Lancer cavalry characters to use. Like if I had two other of these class characters, I might end up getting even more damage output than I do bringing Lolly Jess and Young Jess.
どうかしましたか？
But I really don't have that. So use what you got.
もう女神の名において
50%.
どうかしましたか？女神の名において
No attack unless I have her move out of the spot, which is not worth it.
どうかしましたか？行きましょう。
Everyone has to move to
どうかし
safety.
ましたか？
全力で行け。
もう
はいよ。行くぞ。全力で行け。遅い。
どうかしましたか？
Alright. So back to infantry striking first. That was a big hit. Then cavalry strike. Then retreat and Lance Phalanx. And I already know Light of Genesis would be doing a significant amount of damage if she was actually mage class. It's really unfortunate that she's in the wrong class. And this is pretty much the last turn. So how should I start this off for the last turn fight?
女神の名においてどうかしましたか？
Alright. It should probably be Light of Genesis attack.
どうかしましたか？
Then Young Jess attack, and she'll die. Then Freya will strike and convert her.
はいよ。
Then Elwyn will suicide strike. Then Juggler will suicide strike. And an AoE hit will get rid of those last two.
どうかしましたか？
And he is left at 2%. Are you kidding me?
もう
Well, let's see. It will attack me. Take a 6 damage hit.
もう
And I don't have enough fixed damage to kill, I don't think.
これでいいですか？
Didn't even attack me. Oh, come on. 0% hit points is what it shows me. What if I didn't attack on that last turn? Because I didn't get my fixed damage strikes, right? Due to having reduced my health below 80%. Oh wait, no, it has to be 80%. I was already below 80% even before the attack. That was incredibly close though. Like, I just need to milk a bit more damage and that would have been a clear. Maybe I should convert Light of Genesis for this battle after all, but so that she does some damage. Yeah, let's just try it. Okay. Did her intelligence go up? No, it should have dropped. When I lost my weapon. So, okay, let's just give her a level 20 staff and see what kind of difference she makes. She does have 1 enchant for intelligence in this class. As a side note. So maybe I can roll a second one. Okay. So let's give this a second try. See what kind of damage output difference this makes. So as before, let's start with a juggler faction buff. Have Freya just melee attack. And this particular battle doesn't change.
行きましょう。
全力でいけ。全部まとめて俺に任せろ。全力でいけ。
どうかしました。
行くぞ。
どうかしましたか。
Retreat and let's Phalanx.
すみません。
And now let's see how much damage Lolly just actually does this time around with the lightning strike. See? 100. That was it was 6k before, and that was 18k this time. So the difference is the sorceresses do around the 6k, and now this time around Lolly just is doing an additional 12k damage. So big damage difference, despite the weapon having lost 30 levels or whatever. So there we go. So I'm going to have the mages attack first to keep the proper damage cycle up. So this will be a clear. That just now confirmed it.
全力でいけ。行くぞ。
It should actually be a clear by a pretty wide margin too.
はいよ。
どうかしました。
Elwyn is surprisingly high as a damage dealer. That may be one of the big surprises to me.
これでいいですか。
19k damage there.
どうかしましたか？
And now what?
行きましょう。
Move those mages first.
もう女神に何を置いて。
I could deactivate Divine Bestowment. You know what? I think I will. Let's deactivate Divine Bestowment. Act again and Fireball this time around.
どうかしましたか？
And then have Freya strike.
全力でいけ。
And then
全部まとめて俺に任せろ。
oops, probably should have rotated these two. Oh well, too late. AoE.
もう行きましょう。
Oh wow, Young Jess just melted to that
行きま
AoE.
しょう。
全力でいけ。
Uh-oh, so I lost some damage there.
もう
I truly didn't expect her to die to a AoE strike like that. I thought, like, you know, with Light of Genesis surviving, surely she can survive too. Well, regardless,
もうすみません。
damage output has been healthy enough that I'm certain this is a clear. Okay, so
どうかしましたか？
if Freya, if Light of Genesis attacks first, oh wow, she survives with 472 hit
どうかしま
points.
したか？
So go figure. Freya attacks next.
はいよ。
Elwyn strikes, and there's the kill. So there we go. And a level up with 100 new stamina. Oh, and I get Course of Supremacy. Okay, so maybe Lolligess will upgrade a bit faster than I thought, since I can get them from level 60 battles, not just from level 65. As for the 113 stamina usage, I'm probably going to just use it to either sweep Timeless Trials, or more likely, I'm probably going to use it on the Lunar War event, farming the level 70 versions for resources. So that is it for today's video, right? As I said, I don't really have time. Oh, some more crystals here. I don't really have time to do any time rift right now. You know, this actually, even playing these kind of battles right now is time that I really shouldn't be putting into the game, but it is what it is. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.